Hi, Paul Hefty here. Want to do a fun true-false quiz to learn a little bit about Title IX and review and see how we then can apply this to our coaching portfolio. What you're going to do is I'm going to present a question, and again, just pick true or false, and then pause it, and you can write down some of the key facts on Title IX. So it's a great way to learn, fun. At the same time, we'll talk about then application to your coaching portfolio. This is something that's designed by Dr. Jaime Schultz, who is a professor at Penn State University in the kinesiology department and is an expert on Title IX. Let's take a look. All right, question number 1. Title IX applies to Olympic sports. Just go ahead and pick true or false. All right, let's look at it here. False. Only applies to school-sponsored sports, elementary through college. All right, number 2, Title IX applies to professional sports. True or false? Take a pick. False. Again, school-sponsored sports and elementary through college. Number 3, Title IX addresses racial discrimination. False. It addresses sex discrimination. Quote here, no person shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. That's a key part of it, is receiving federal financial assistance. Number 4, Title IX applies only to sports. False. Applies to every aspect of federally funded education. Athletics is actually only one of 10 major areas addressed by the law, and you can see the different areas that it gets into. All right, number 5, Title IX only applies to women. False. Both male and female students are protected by Title IX. Number 6, boys and men are more interested in sport than girls and women. Question here. Remember, Title IX's only been really enforced since 1988. Given opportunities, what happens when opportunities increase? Does opportunity follow interest, or does interest follow opportunity? That's the question. Research shows that interest follows opportunity. Number 7, Title IX requires men's and women's athletic programs to offer the same number of sports. False. It has to do with individual participation opportunities, not the total number of teams. Number 8, Title IX requires equal spending on men's and women's programs. False. It's equivalent spending and equitable spending. So the example here that Dr. Schultz uses is if a football uniform is $700, that doesn't mean that women's volleyball has to spend $700. It has to be of equitable quality, not the same cost. Number 9, Title IX forces schools to cut men's sports. False. This is from the Department of Education that oversees Title IX. Nothing, quote, nothing in Title IX requires the cutting or reduction of teams in order to demonstrate compliance. This is a common misconception, but again, these are choices that athletic directors most commonly have made, or administration from a financial standpoint, but it has nothing to do with Title IX forcing them to. Number 10, Title IX allows girls and women to participate on boys and men's teams. True, but again, if there's not an equivalent girls or women's teams available to them. Example again is soccer for girls and boys. A girl can't go out for the boys team. If a school offers football, a girl may go out for the boys team. It's tricky here. Boys on girls teams and boys on girls field hockey and volleyball teams are kind of examples, but it's one that, again, is going to be examined in the future here. Bonus question, what does sexual assault on a college campuses have to do with Title IX? Again, sexual assault is considered a severe form of sexual harassment. A reminder, athletics is just one of the 10 major areas, and you can see down in the red, sexual harassment is one of those 10. Bonus question, what does the Sandusky scandal here at Penn State have to do with Title IX then? Again, sex abuse is considered a severe form of sexual harassment. A reminder, it's one of the 10 major areas by law. It does get tricky because the accusers are not students or employees of the university at the time, so tricky one. Again, here's a great site link we've got on campus to quick facts to go ahead and look at the different issues of Title IX. So why did we do this and what's the application? Again, it's where, when, or who do you need to educate? And we talked about this. Being yourself, it starts, but then with your staff, with your team, and then at parent meetings. So this is a great place to inject team in your team management section of your portfolio where you talk about this. You may want to talk about this. Again, it depends on your sport and on your own personal philosophy. Does it get involved in those developmental areas? Is it part of your leadership definition? Is it part of your ethics? Again, those are different things you can include. It also can be in the legal part and an inclusiveness for all. So write down any ideas of sections that you think you could apply this. I think it's a great educational tool. And again, you can cite some of the different sources that are provided to provide credibility with the facts. Thanks.